Good afternoon, good morning. It's Mark Johnson from Loyalty360. Hope everyone's happy, safe, and well. Wanted to welcome you back to another edition of What We're Seeing, What We're Hearing. It's our weekly podcast, videocast, where we explore topics, trends, and best practices that are being discussed within the customer channel and brand loyalty space. Some may be familiar with our podcast series entitled Leaders to Customer Loyalty, where we speak with brands about all things customer loyalty. We ask them a series of questions throughout the interview on their program, their technologies, processes, as well as what challenges or opportunities they see within their program and as well the customer loyalty industry. And this week, we are going to continue the discussion around customer loyalty, most specifically, which brands individuals who run programs are loyal to and why. Getting other leaders to open up and discuss what they find of value in competing or other programs is quite powerful. It leads to a discussion around the attributes or benefits they find unique and what's driving that emotional connection to that brand. So we can use this to impact the larger customer loyalty discussion, and having this peer-driven feedback can be quite valuable to our industry. Today, we asked Stacy Poole, the Chief Marketing Officer at Noodles & Company, Amber Minson, the Chief Revenue Officer at Blue Apron, Denise Jenkins, who is the Vice President of Market Insights and Loyalty with United Dairy Farmers, a very powerful convenience store in the Midwest, and Kimberly Gardner, Chief Marketing Officer at Tractor Supply, which brands they are loyal to and why. The responses as to why these individuals were loyal to these brands were diverse and unique, and we had 4 different themes. The first theme was unique access and personalized choice. The second was changing the way they engage with the brand. The third was the focus on the office environment and corporate accounts. And the last was powerful benefits the program put forth, and also the opportunity to save the most valuable benefit of all, time. So let's go ahead and take a look. Stacy Poole, as Chief Marketing Officer of Noodles & Companies, you have championed the growth and success of the customer loyalty efforts within your brand. Why are you loyal to Sephora?
Sephora has had this loyalty program forever. I mean, it feels like forever for me. But, as I was kind of like processing and thinking about like different loyalty programs and what I've been observing is I keep going back to, why does Sephora pull me in every single time? And I can get their product really anywhere. Most things I can get anywhere. And whether it's a hair product or makeup product, I go back to Sephora instead of some just like, big shop that like a Nordstrom's or something like that. And here's what I would say is that there's choice. There's choice in how you leverage the program benefits, and there's a lot of choice in their stores. Exclusivity. So you feel like when you walk up to their point of sale system and you can choose, there's the choice piece, but then you're getting exposure to these exclusive items that you may not have access to. Like, to me, I feel really, really special that I can choose, but then I'm getting access to something that I haven't before. And I would say the third piece is really about, like, I feel like there's tremendous value coming back to me in terms of the program, is that I could choose my dollar off. I could try a new product. I just constantly get this feeling that I'm progressing in the program and I'm getting value out of it.
Amber Minson, who is Chief Revenue Officer at Blue Apron, states the following about why she is loyal to the Starbucks loyalty program. Denise, you have built the United Dairy Farmer program into an award-winning program. When you look outside your brand, what brand do you think is doing a good job with their loyalty offering and why?
So I'm really interested in people who are doing it with food. I think, I don't know if you were asking me specifically about C-store channel, but Panera is one of the ones that I noticed early on that I thought did a really good job, and they continue to do a really good job. One of the things that they did early that I would love to see us do, and this is probably a longer term goal, but the idea of appealing more to an office environment or to commercial accounts with a loyalty reward is something that we haven't ever done. And I don't think C-stores have really done.
And Kimberly, as Chief Marketing Officer of an iconic brand such as Tractor Supply, what do you find of value in United's customer loyalty program?
There's a couple in particular. I always like the tried and true airline frequent flyer programs because they've been around for so long, and it's been interesting to see them evolve and pivot over time. I like to talk about United because I've been part of their Mileage Plus program now for over 25 years. So talk about longevity with loyalty. That's quite a long time. And I also look at, what makes me loyal to them. It's not necessarily their flights. It's not necessarily the planes that they fly. It's not necessarily the time scales or timing and things like that. Because sometimes I say, well, I may have to have an extra layover. It may not be in a convenient time for me. The fare might be a little bit more expensive than someone else, but I will still go out of my way to fly United because I'm at that top tier level. And I have been for a long time. So I appreciate those benefits. And it's something that is important enough to me in terms of time saving, which is the number one thing why I keep with them. That pre-boarding that I can get through United is worth gold.
I wanted to thank everyone for joining today. Hopefully you found these insights from the vanguard of the customer loyalty industry helpful as to which brands they are loyal to and why. Please make sure to subscribe to our Loyalty360 video series on YouTube and also our podcast channel through either Apple Podcasts or Spotify. And we would also love to hear from you as to which brands you are loyal to and why in the comment section below. And please make sure you join us back soon for another edition of What We're Hearing, What We're Seeing. Have a wonderful day.